Highlights. 10th edition of Restoration Children Ministry Anniversary is here again. Restoration Chapel 13th Year Convention 2018 slated for November. Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church holds National Pastors Conference at Orile Igbon. Plus, Restoration Chapel Young Ministers Retreat slated to hold in September 2018. Now the news in full.
The much-awaited 10th anniversary of Restoration Children Ministry kicks off on Monday, 27th August 2018 with an early morning prayer session where parents and children came in their numbers to receive an early morning blessing. The prayer session was anchored by the chapel set man himself, Pastor Prophet A.C. Oloruntobi. He enjoined the parents to raise the names of their children up to the altar of prayer and connect them to the throne of grace at about 1 p.m. same day. The annual spiritual bath for all children was observed to ward off all forms of evil arrows and attacks for the next 12 months.
Tuesday, 28th August, was also an eventful day as the Tuesday program came in various sessions. Reporter Ogunsi Jimorolake was on ground and she presents details from her studios. Over to you, Rolake.
On Tuesday, 28th August, the program came in various sessions while the teenagers were taken on a tour to Lee City University, Ibadan. The other sets of children remained in the chapel premises for different kinds of games. At the Lee City University, the teenagers were taking around various faculties such as Faculty of Science, Social Sciences, Arts and Education, as well as the Chemistry Lab, respectively. They were advised on various choices of careers as well as their subject combinations. All the faculties visited received the teenagers warmly, and authorities on ground provided answers to the barrage of questions they asked. The teenagers were encouraged to consider Lee City University for their tertiary education. The visit was rounded off with a visit to the office of the registrar and then back to the chapel premises after a light refreshment. Evening of the same day witnessed another round of prayer session where parents again raised up the children to the altar of prayer. The session was brought to a close at about 6:45 in the evening. It's been Ogunsi Jimorolake reporting for the anniversary news.
Thank you, Morolake. Still on Children Anniversary, Wednesday, 29th of August was the day 3 of the anniversary. The Wednesday program came in 2 sessions. The first was a forum between the chapel anchorman, our father, Pastor Prophet A.C. Oloruntobi, and children teachers, while the second session was yet another powerful prayer session with parents that were on ground. The program was rounded off at about 3 p.m.
Saturday, 1st September, tagged Variety Day, was loaded with lots of activities by the children as well as competitions in various forms, including a debate among invited churches. Again, our reporter, Laleye Dimeji, presents the details from our studios. Over to you, Dimeji.
Yesterday, 1st September, was a beehive of activities. There was corporate prayer in the morning to usher in the new month from 7 a.m. to about 8:45 in the morning, where the month of September was prophetically declared as a month of open doors. At exactly 9:30, children were ushered into the main auditorium, all beautifully cladded in their customized blue t-shirts, and the program started in earnest with an opening prayer session, followed by a series of competitions ranging from sword drill, spelling bee, as well as a debate among invited churches. The topic of this year's debate was God's honor praises during challenges than in times of comfort. The occasion also witnessed a series of song ministrations, choreographies, biblical recitations, playlets, as well as a special presentation by children from our Alakia Worship Center. Highlights of the occasion was certificates and gift presentations by the chapel set man, our father, Pastor Prophet Oloruntobi AC. The sword drill prize was won by Olaiwoyin Victoria with 10 points, while the spelling bee prize was won by Iyola Deborah with 38 points. The debate star prize went to children from C&S Movement Church, Ojor, Ibadan, with a total of 25 points. Prophetic declaration and grace wraps it all at exactly 20 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. Asheisha Modun, it's been Lale Oladimeji reporting for anniversary news. Back to you, Rolake.
Just before we end this report, let's take you down memory lane as we tell you the children anniversary journey so far. That is from the first anniversary to the 10th edition. First edition was start God's ordination of strength. Second year was God's heritage. Third year, let them come. Fourth edition, signs and wonders. Fifth, treasured heritage. Sixth, arrows of the mighty. Seventh edition, greater tomorrow. Eighth, delight. Ninth edition, precious gifts. And finally, 10th, tongue of praise. God has indeed been faithful from ages past. May we celebrate more if Christ tarries in his second coming in Jesus' name. Asheisha Modun, I am Okuchi Jimorolake for anniversary news.
Of 9th August 2018, we are selected as our pastor prophet A.C. Olorutobi, the chapel president, announced the theme of the 13th year convention. The theme for this year's retreat, which is Pentecostal power, is slated to hold between Monday 28th October to Sunday 4th November by God's grace. Members present received this joyous news with excitement in anticipation of another glorious moment, especially to experience God's Pentecostal power to function and be great in life. Members are therefore enjoined to prepare to receive these powers as promised by God. Meanwhile, there will be 30 days fasting and prayer starting from 1st October to usher all into the period.
The annual Pastors' Conference of the CNS Movement Church for 2018 has been slated to hold at Orile Igbon from 10th September to 14th September 2018. This will be another wonderful experience for all pastors in the fold to be refreshed under powerful anointing of the Almighty God to do greater exploits in their various activities. Restoration pastors are all hereby enjoined to be ready to partake in this great retreat and pay their annual convention due of 9,500 naira only.
Another spiritual moment awaits all young ministers in Restoration Chapel as the 2018 edition of the Young Ministers Retreat has been scheduled to hold between 21st and 22nd September 2018. This retreat is to bring all young persons in the field closer to God and prepare them for greater heights ahead of them in future. All intending participants are to ensure they register their names to be able to partake in the program. Parents are also enjoined to register the names of their wards that are not around presently, but are willing to attend. It is worthy to note that only registered youth will be allowed to partake in this special spiritual fulfilling program.
Before we end the news, here is another look at the highlights. 10th edition of Restoration Children Ministry anniversary is here again. Restoration Chapel 13th Year Convention 2018 slated for November. Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church holds National Pastors Conference at Orile Igbon. Plus, Restoration Chapel Young Ministers Retreat slated to hold in September 2018. I remain Akiwumi Mercy. Kunle, do you have anything for the parents?
Yes, just before we go. Children are like wet cement. Whatever falls on them creates an impression. Let us be mindful of the impressions we create in them through our own attitude. Thank you for listening. Asheisha Modun.